What's up YouTube, it's Onion Bomb here and welcome back to another Hunter x Hunter reaction video. Today we're on season, I keep saying season, but no, just episode 32. I guess technically we're in season 2, I told you guys about that. I guess technically, I looked it up and like we're technically in season 2, but it really doesn't work in seasons. It's kind of like just numbered, so like, yeah, and for other shows I say season, blah, episode, blah, so like, hope you guys understand why I'm doing that. But today we're on episode 32, I think. I'm terrible at counting, but I'm just gonna trust myself here. I'm pretty sure we're still on season, we're on 32. Wow, I'm messing this up. This is all kinds of terrible, but the show must go on. This episode should be a pretty good one. I think we're gonna get the rest of the Kastro versus Hitsoka battle in Heaven's Arena. It's really cool because this Kastro guy, he's like kind of a master of Nen. The who I almost called him Hitsoka or whatever was about to come out of my mouth, so I just need to stop and relax and then continue again. Kastro fought Hitsoka before and lost, and then he was training and got much better, never used his full power against all these other fights, and Hitsoka was his one and only loss, and it was revealed that he can make a double of himself as a power. He used that through Nen, and he's really murking Hitsoka right now. Like, his arm is off, and he was really beating him up, and Hitsoka looked like in trouble there. He still looks in trouble. He hasn't made a move yet, but his face and his tone, he's not acting like he's back in the corner, even though everything looks like he's back in the corner. So I think Hitsoka's going to pull this one out. That's my prediction, and hopefully this is a good fight. Very, very excited for it. Gon was forbidden to go to it, even though Hitsoka, wrong name, Killua bought him a ticket. They were going to go together, but because of the promise he made to the dude who taught them Nen with the glasses, Killua called him Four Eyes. My name is slipping. This is right after the last episode, so I still haven't thought of his name or went back on anything, but he was forbidden to go to the fight, and he could watch on his TV, nothing stopping him, but he's keeping the promise, at least for right now. I don't know, I feel like we might tune in the Gon and that TV might be on. Or maybe it won't be. Maybe he'll be very noble Gon, or maybe he'll let his excitement get to him. I don't know. I have to see. I could see that going either way. And this fight is going to be pretty good. I can feel it. And I wonder if we're gonna get any Kurapika this episode, because like 2 episodes ago he ran into someone who was about to teach him Nen. I'd like to see some of that. I don't know if that we're gonna tune back to that maybe in a couple we're gonna get a glimpse of this episode, or maybe this might just go this might be completely Kastro and Hitsoka, or maybe just completely a Heaven's episode. I don't know. I'll have to see, but without further ado, guys, let's get into this next episode and see what happens. As always, excuse my phone from going off. Okay, so that was episode 32 of Hunter x Hunter. That was a really good one. It was pretty interesting, the fight between Hitsoka and Kastro. I think the last discussion, and maybe even a little bit of this one, I think I called him Kastro. But see, as long as you know who I'm talking about, you know the drill. But yeah, that was pretty interesting. I knew Hitsoka wasn't counted out yet, and I definitely knew he had something up his sleeve, or I guess up his armhole, like literally. As you guys pulled the card out, and then that whole elaborate thing, Hitsoka is gonna be a tough one. Gon is nowhere near ready to take him on yet, so yeah, he's gonna have a lot of training. A fight between Hitsoka and Gon, I believe, will happen eventually, but it's probably not gonna happen like episodes and episodes and episodes away. The confidence of Hitsoka was very key to that victory because it was psyching Kastro out, and that's one of the reasons why he lost. Or he could, like Hitsoka said, he could have had a fighting chance, but that was pretty crazy. I thought that was a pretty good fight. Yeah, it was definitely worth the hype. And then at the end there, like Hitsoka was, I thought it was gonna be the Phantom Troop, and that was gonna be a good twist on its own. And then they like twisted it a little bit more, or maybe even untwisted it, and like he's just playing the Phantom Troop, and like they're being played, and like, but like he was pretending to be. We didn't even know any of this yet, and then. I wonder if Kurapika's gonna find this out. If Gon's gonna find this out, they're gonna think he's part of the Phantom Troop. How deep is he gonna spill this lie? And like, what's he trying to gain here? Is he really just trying to like toy at the Phantom Troop? And is he trying to fight some of them? Like the boss? Is he trying to get to the boss? Whoever the boss is, but you know, people usually called the boss are probably pretty important, pretty tough people. So yeah, and that's. That's what that one girl said, that one healer. She said all hands on deck for the Yorktown thing, and that's the thing that Kurapika said. Though Kurapika was told by Hitsoka about the Yorktown thing, so I guess that's how he knew about it. I never really questioned it, or at least questioned it like I should have. Why Hitsoka knew that, so that was something I probably should have inquired on, but I didn't catch. That next, like, Yorktown thing, that, I'm hyped for that. This Heaven's Arena thing is really cool, and, like, Nen and stuff, but, like, it just feels like, wherever it's gonna happen in Yorktown, I think September the 1st, they said they're gonna meet. I think they said a couple of episodes, it was only March, so this is by a while away, but, that's gonna be pretty cool because Kurapika, Gon, and Killua, I think, are gonna be pretty trained with Nen, and then we get like all this Phantom Troop stuff. Hitsoka might be there too now, and then maybe we'll see the boss of the Phantom Troop, and we'll see what happens there. That should be a decent arc, and that's something I'm pretty hyped for, to see how that goes down. I'm also hyped to see Heaven's Arena, and how this goes further, and how Gon and Killua use Nen more, because Nen, it can do a lot of things. Like, that girl was like attached to Hitsuka's arm, and I think all it has to do is heal, and it's gonna be back to normal. She said they're called Nen stitches, which, the way she talked about them, I think they're special kind of stitches. You probably have to use Nen to use them, but I wonder if that was like her special kind of power thing, or you have to like learn that. Or maybe even they were just normal stitches with Nen, but the way she was talking about, I think it was special kind of stitches. And we saw Kastro, he can clone himself. I wonder if Gon and Killua, they're gonna get like a special technique, something they can use their own during Nen, for Nen, some kind of special Nen power. They gonna be able to use something, or are they gonna just use the basics? Probably just the basics for now, but I hope they get like something like that, because I don't know what Nen can't do. Nen can do a lot. If it can, have a special kind of stitch, if it can, Hitsoka is using that skin thing with the paper and the arm, and he was using a lot of different stuff too, and you can clone yourself. Nen can do a lot. I hope that, that's pretty cool. I hope Gon and Killua get something special. I mean, if not, it won't be that big of a deal, but I feel like I just add on to their characters, and just make it a really cool, like, aspect for the show, and, have them, have like a trump card. Even though, it might get a little bit, like, cheesy if Nen can just do, like, everything. But he's kind of looking like it, at least for me. Maybe I'm missing something. or maybe they explained something like this already. But to me, they only said that there was like Ren, Tetsu, Ren, Zetsu. Those four things do like a certain thing. I know the one they have 10 does some with the Aurora. One like masks the Aurora and protects from other war or something like that. I don't know. How they got through this floor to begin with. Those four things make up Nen. There's nothing about like, you can use it to clone, you can use it to heal with stitches, you can use like to cover up with skin. Like, I think those are just like bonus stuff you can learn through the power of Yen. Or Nen. Yeah, Nen. Nen's the power. Yen, Ren, Tetsu, Zetsu. It's something like that. I'm surprised I even remember that much about it, to be honest. Names and me, I still don't know the guy's name. They haven't mentioned his name yet. If they did, I missed it. The guy who's teaching them Nen. I forget his name. It's like I'm looking at it right now. Zushi's master. I remember Zushi. Wing. That wings. I knew it was something like almost stupid. It was simple. What was I trying? Wing. But yeah, hopefully Wing, and that he can teach him something about or teach them more about Nen, Gon, and Killua. I wonder if he has anything he can do that's like special. I wonder who his master is. I'm still kind of low-key thinking, what if it's Gon's dad? But I feel like that's too soon, or like that's maybe too far of a stretch. But we probably don't know his master yet, but we'll have to see. What are the ninja guys doing from the hunter exam? I bet he'd be a good Nen user. Him and Nen, like, he was he a ninja, so he seems like he could pretty use that. Yeah, I wonder if Leorio will forget to use Nen. I don't know about that, but hey, he could use the stitches. He could learn it for the stitches, and he could use maybe healing, a healing equipment. What the heck? My armrest like broke off a while ago, and it like there's metal parts indenting my arm. But I've kind of wrote Leorio off for learning Nen. I don't know why. He seemed more like a doctor than like a fighter, even though he held his own before a lot. I don't even know why I wrote that off, because that seems very likely. But he could definitely use that for the stitches, and he could definitely use it for a special kind of Nen healing. So I wonder how he'll get into Nen if that happens, because I definitely think they could do that. He could be like the girl that just helped Hitsoka and sewed up his arm, and he can make money. He needs money, or he wants money, but that was 70 million. 20 million for one arm, 50 million for the other. I don't know why it was so pricey for one over the other. It seems like the same procedure, but hey, whatever. She's the doctor. She can make her own money rules. That was such a weird way to say pricing. Money rules? I don't know. I'm getting to that point where it's just like I'm messing up too much. But that was a good episode. I enjoyed the Hitsoka and Kastro fight. And I enjoyed that little bit of conversation between Hitsoka and that girl. I don't think we got a name for her. The whole Phantom Troop thing, how they're involved. I'm assuming she's a member of Phantom Troop, because that's what she said, or like she implied that heavily. And then like also them discussing the fight and what Hitsoka did, him explaining a bunch of stuff with Nen, how he used it. That was very cool, and like seeing what like the opponent can do is really sizing up a fight. Gon and Killua, and Hitsoka said he has new toys to play with. He even included like Killua in that. I wonder if Killua is ever gonna fight Hitsoka. I know Gon and you know, they're just hyping that way too much. Gon and Hitsoka have to fight eventually. But I wonder if Killua is ever gonna fight Hitsoka and how that would go down. As of right now, with the whole Nin thing, like Hitsoka would scrape Killua, even though I like kind of thought otherwise back in like the Hunter exam stuff, but I didn't know about Nin yet. So I didn't understand that, but now I have a better understanding that I know Hitsuka's true power, and yeah, he was just levels ahead of everyone up there, except for Illumi, which was Killua's brother, and I'm pretty sure he used Ninja. I'm pretty sure that's what happened when he froze him in fear, in like the Hunter exam fight, what got Killua disqualified. I think that that was a Nen attack, because I think Killua even said that, like his brother's Nen. So yeah, Nen was actually pretty early on in this show, earlier than it was said to be a thing. So that's cool. That's very cool. I'm really liking this show so far. I know it gets it's gonna get a lot better. So yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for me for this time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like or dislike, subscribe or don't subscribe. You know, it's always up to you. I'll see you guys in the next video. You watch of me. Goodbye.
On a tangle, I can feel him try to grab me by the ankles. I can hear him all start to say my name, oh. But it's not about the money or the fame, no. No, it's all about me just doing my thing, yo. Cause I'm loving what I do and I won't change, no. I feel blessed, I could do this every day.